Hello everybody and welcome to chase race number 6 here at Texas Motor Speedway, the second half of the chase, and it's going to be a really big matter of time to see who's going to come out on top and try to battle for the championship. On the pole, Patrick Smith for tonight's race. There we go, I was wondering what happened there. And then second, TJ Hanley, which I'm lagging for whatever reason. Oh boy, my apologies, folks. That's very weird that how I'm having a lag like this there. So, but in the meantime, Patrick Smith with the pole. TJ Hanley starts second. Third, Eli Bright. Fourth, Skylar Dixon. Fifth, James Ellison. We're going to go over to a different camera angle, actually. Sixth. Ooh, I'm having the lag. Oh my. I'll make sure this gets fixed, folks, right before we take the green flag. So I have no idea why it's doing this. Again, my major apologies for that. Apologies if it's... Alright, that should get it fixed right there. Next to him, Daniel Olson. Then you got Matthew Eves, Cole Deaver, completing the rest of the top 10. Here's the rest of your starting lineup from 11th, 12th on back. Again, I have no idea what happened. That was probably one of the worst lags that ever happened trying to do a starting lineup. But you also noticed too, timeline there too. We are going to do a weirder command because I went a little too far ahead on the accelerate. So we're going to do a little different. On the final row, we have Sebastian Kukulon and Nathan Stapleton. All right, that's a lot better now than it was before. Okay, my apologies, folks. I have no idea what happened there, but yeah. Points coming into this one comes in as the following. Adam Garcia has a 2-point lead over Skylar Dixon. And then there are some drivers that are really hanging around that area trying to hunt down Garcia and Dixon. And they include the following: Daniel Olson, Andrew Miller, who are actually tied for third in points, with 5,047 being 7 back altogether. And then you have 1 point behind them, Ryan Griffin and Vince Freeze. Actually, oh, my mistake. No, my bad. I read that wrong. My apologies. That is not the case. Michael Walton is the points leader. Wow, my eyes are playing the weirdest of games, and I'm having 10 out of 10 moments here. Walton actually is the points leader by 4 points over Garcia, and then 6 points over Dixon, and then it's a Hornet's Nest from here on out. My apologies, I can't read for anything. Screw it, let's get down to the race.
Drivers, start your engines!
Well, there's the command. Let's get underway here. Jake Baskinger didn't have a start in the last race, mainly due to the fact this car did not get going. This one here, he is going. So that is a great sign right there. In case you're wondering, we do have hometown heroes for this race weekend, and it is Eugene DeMax in the 10 car. As well as TJ Hanley in the 07, Sean Ard in the 1, and Nicholas Garrett in the 27. This is actually one of the other popular ones other than being a California native. But here we go. Pace car on down pit road. It is showtime, ladies and gentlemen. There, nighttime racing at Texas. Green flag, we're underway. And out of the schedule we have left, we actually have one more night race for the season, and that is Pensacola. And then after that, the rest of the season will be all-day races. But leading the field, look at Eli Bright in the 18 out in front. And back-to-back races, he's had some bad runs out of the West Coast swing. So here he is up in the front. This is really good. Remember, the last one of our Change of Racing that is yet to win. Remember, Bright, Dixon, and Crassa, they're all going to be forming their own team next season. They're staying together. They're keeping the band together. Bright in the combo Supra. Look at him go. Now Patrick Smith, the pole sitter, going to retake the lead. James Ellison, whom after having that win at Open Roads, didn't have a good run at Las Vegas and definitely did not have a good run at Armory Digital. Good to see him up in the front. He needs this run right here for sure. Andrew Miller not too far where he's at there, right behind him actually. And Garcia, man, him and Dixon. Outside of Michael Walton's advantage run there that he had at Armory, they have been the strongest cars in the chase, and it's no surprise. Garcia, those been the big factor without a doubt. Ellison under fire from Andrew Miller in the 98. That's for second, and we'll get it. Now Garcia already on that inside line trying to pass that 39 car. Remember, these two have been in the battle when the regular season came out, at the battle for the top of the points there. Wow, Yoakum got a run on the high line, passing Eli Bright. Remember, too, Patrick Smith did win that last race. And here he is on the pole with a chance to win. Just to take a look at the rear of the field real quickly there. Aaron Douglas, Jake Baskinger, Ryan Griffin, Vince Freeze, all in the very rear of the field. That's not good for the fact that how the other two drivers that are battling, Michael Walden, are up in the front. And speaking of Walden, he is not doing well as well. And Brandon Krasson now working underneath the 21. Kukulite already has been passing some cars left and right. He is literally trying the final road to the front challenge there. Remember, Connor Meyer and TJ Hanley have been the only two drivers to ever make that work. And now Kukulon in the 42. He passes Sittner, his next target. Got to work your way up to Joshua Sicoli in that 33 car. And if it's not him, it'd be James Ellison. He's been starting to free fall a little bit there. Now outside of the top 10. There's still a bit of a race to go. But Andrew Miller, the 98, has been looking terrific tonight, as he got around Patrick Smith for the lead, and he's got a good gap between him and the 15. Now Garcia already looking for third. Just got enough of a bumper, going to go to the inside, and Deaver just got around his teammate, Daniel Olson. He said, forget your chase point battle there. I want to go for the win here. Your main focus is on the 6, not me. Deaver, he's going to be getting the call up to the Cup Series next season. He did win this season, but been a little bit of a struggle there. You can tell which sponsor's been helping him out there. But nonetheless, though, Deaver just trying to do what he can to work his way up there. Trying to get into that pack. My Racing Toyota right now second and third on the track. And 10th, actually, at the line. But now Yoakum is looking for second, 3 wide. Look at Deaver in the 9 being aggressive. He said, you know what? 2 for 1. 2 for your mistakes, dummy. And now Garcia under fire from Daniel Olson and Benny Watson. Now Dixon starting to make his comeback. Ellison now finally back on the attack there after losing some spots. Kugelon working on TJ Hanley right there, and his next sight is on Garrett Sittner in the 44 for position. But you know he wants some chase points, so he's got his sight set on Ellison. This is going to be a very strategical racetrack because of the fact that the way how they race, there are some wrecks that are possible to happen as long as they don't go an aggressive 3 wide or above. Then that will change. Michael Wall not having a good run in car 21. That's good news if you're named Skylar Dixon and Adam Garcia. That's full advantage right there. Especially how Garcia is right now 7th on the course. Actually 8th right now, but still, you got to wonder what's in that mindset of both of those drivers. And Ellison continuing to free fall. Man, that car's not been good at all tonight. He was up in the front once, and now he is just free-falling positions left and right. And Sebastian Kukulon is seeing that. He wants every point he can, because at first he was doing okay for the most part in the chase, and then he had back-to-back horrific runs. And, I mean, he was in the bottom of the barrel, and he has been in that position ever since. Nice move by Kukulon to work on the high line right there off Garrett Sittner right there. 42's been really strong tonight. Have a bit of a lag spike right now. So we're going to try to work our way back to the field in the front there with Cole Deaver, who actually just took the lead from Andrew Miller. Man, my frames are just being killed right now. Well, we're going to try another commercial break to see if we can get this issue fixed. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You've not missed much there. Cole Deaver, though, not a bad momentum there for that 9 team, trying to get a win here. And, you know, you wonder what's going to be the case for Cole Deaver next season when he makes his return to the Cup Series. Hopefully, it'll be a lot better than his first stint that he had. So, Evans Gardner tagged him, of course, when he was in the series. When it was under Gardner Racing at the time, didn't do well in 83. He got a pole, and that was pretty much it. Deaver, since then, the Xfinity Series has been a change. He really has. Well, I thought this would work, and for the most part, it's kind of been... Right now, Miller and Olsen have been really good in this chase battle here. Austin Yoka, Benny Watson, a couple drivers that have been looking for some good runs. They're doing it. Benny Watson especially. Garcia Dixon, literally separated by a spot. This really is going to make that issue for car 21 to really work his way up. And Kukulon, man, that 42 has been flying through the field, and he's got his target sight set on James Ellison, the 39. I don't know what that Bass Pro Shops Mercedes has eaten before tonight's race, but that car has been very hungry, and he has been on the attack ever since lap 1. Holy cow, that car has been strong. He has hardly been passed this race, and that car has been passing cars left and right. Now he's working on Eli Bright in the 18. That's a battle for position. Not a chase point, rather. That's for, I believe, 16th. 16th or 17th. 17th. Didn't get it right there, but that 42's got one very strong car. Not the fastest lap hour. Deaver has been just too strong as Miller retakes the lead. Benny Watson, second fastest lap out there. Holy cow. I think he's 4th. Kukulon actually is 7th on the fastest lap charts. Keep an eye on that 42 car. He is flying. He's almost halfway in this race into the top 10. Yeah, he's top 15 almost there. He's working there. Well, don't look now, because Adam Garcia has now jumped into that 4th position. He just got around Austin Yoakum. Also got around earlier Benny Watson for position. And if your name is Andrew Miller, Daniel Olsen, that's the driver you really want to worry about a lot there. And that sponsor Dixon.com Toyota there. Rob Evans in 8th, just in his lone little island there. Sean R. 9th, and Matthew Eves completing that top 10 as Eves is looking for 9th on that one car there. That Texas native right there. Let's find the other Texas natives there. Let's find Eugene Max in the 10. Right now, P30, not a good run for that Busch Toyota. Has not been very strong at all today right there. Brandon Krasno trying to get around him for position. He got a good run, and he's going to get it right here. He's, wow, actually real quick while over here. There's Walton in the 21. Last score 33rd. He's trying to hold off Carter Freeze in the 85 there. And then TJ Hanley in the 07. He's doing a little better than the others. He's right now 24th in a pack where NS Racing cars are literally together, and Riley Keith in the 3 is. Literally, all 4 NS Racing cars are right within the pack, too. Nicholas Gear in the 27. 13th. And I don't know if you just noticed, Kukulon just got around James Ellison for position. And now the next chaser he's got in his sights is going to be Sicoli in the 33. Man, that 42's got to be hungry right now. I'm pretty sure he started 41st in this race, but That car's flying. Garcia just got around Daniel Olson. That's a chase point right there. And now Garcia trying to turn into Thanos right now. He has got his sights set on Andrew Miller in the 98. That's another car who's been having a really good car all race long. Not as fast as Kukulon, but I mean, that car's pretty strong. Deaver, though, has been running away with that lead. Dixon battling for a position. That's a regular spot right there. That's for 6. Rob Evans has caught up to Dixon and is now giving some draft help right there. Benny Watson, the 74. Remember, that's a teammate right there. Watson all over the back bumper to 6. Finally good to see Benny Watson up here. I'm not kidding when I say this. This man has had absolutely one of the worst luck out of any NRSL drivers out there. And I would say a top 5 would be great. I mean, that would probably boost some confidence for that driver there. He has just had one of the most miserable lucks I've ever seen. Vince Freeze, Aaron Douglas still battling the rear for worst chaser right now. Walton is actually the driver right now with 4 chase points coming in. If he finished the race right now where he is, Friesen with 3. Oops. Douglas with 2, Freeze with 1. Freeze also having a miserable run tonight as well. Griffin not really doing much as well. Trying to work his way to get around Brandon Krasla. He's on the high line right there. This is a somewhat multi-lane groove track. You want to be more in the inside line, but you notice too at times the high line can work in some areas as well. In certain occasions. Now also too, if we say clean and green as Patrick Smith's coming out pit road, the leaders actually did. Never mind. I was just about to say, what a green flag pit stop's going to come? And, well, that just happened in a matter of a snap of a finger. Cole Deaver stayed out, however. An extra lap. And he slowed down a little bit. Now he's coming down pit road. Garcia coming down. Evans, Dixon, Yoakum, Sicoli, Acosta. Kukulon is going to stay out. He's going to have the freshest rubber. Same for Jake Baskinger. Wow, 2 chasers decide to say, let's take the risk. A couple other cars stayed out too. James Ellison, another chaser. Nathan Stapleton, Eli Bright, Bobo Jones, Aaron Douglas, Elijah Leonard. All those drivers stayed out. Miller easily leading them down off pit stops. Not a bad stop at the 90 team there. And now the rest of the leaders on down. Remember, Baskinger's going to have to work with the traffic right here. Kukulon is probably one of the more gracious stalls right there. He's 41st on that stall right there. And you see the drivers that first came down pit road. They're getting their lap back. Now they're going to try to work their way around. Eli Bright having some difficulty trying to get down pit road. He's out. Now a bunch of drivers are leaving their stalls. Baskinger going to lead them off pit cycles, it looks like. But Deaver out in front. Not a bad stop by Ellison. Gained some ground on Kukulon. Now the question is, where are they going to be out as 9 cars now out in front with the lead? Oh, damage on Madison Tall in the 80. So now comes the question, who in the world's got the front end damage? Anyone out of the race? Oh, Sean Arndt and Connor Friesen. Arndt had a header and Friesen ran in the back of him. That's from what we're gathering, but oh my. Three wide, battle for position. That's the first time we've seen 3 wide in quite a bit this race. So now that the field is cycled around and Garrett Sidner is now going to be a lap down, which that's a tough blow for car 44. Let's get your full field rundown there. Cole Deaver out in front. Andrew Miller in second. Benny Watson is third. That's something I never thought I'd be able to say. Fourth, Daniel Olson. Fifth, Rob Evans. Sixth, Joshua Sicoli. It's a great day for Evans Gardner Motorsports right there. 3 of their cars in the top 10. Seventh is Sicoli. Eighth is Matthew Eves. That's another driver I never expected this season to get up there in the top 10. Ninth is Nicholas Gear, is actually working with Ryan Acosta, battle for position. And 11th is Dixon. 12th is Austin Yoakum. 13th, Patrick Smith. Actually, Actually, that's a battle for the top 10. My apologies. Now Cinder's a lap down. Sicoli, and then 11th is Yoakum. 12th is Smith, who's actually now under fire from Garcia. That's for position. 14th is Baskinger. 15th is Sebastian Kukulon. Gotta give credit to that 42 team. They stood up to the plate on this one. Oh, and a problem for Patrick Smith in the 15. He's got an issue. He's trying to get to the apron. Oh, Jones! Crasta ran into him! Brandon Crasta ran into him and the caution is out! Oh my goodness gracious! Wow, this changes everything! Garrett Cinder's gotta be kicking himself! The same can be said for Cole Deaver because that was the last thing he needed to see. Oh my goodness gracious. Deaver will lead the field down. Watson tried to go for second, but this is going to bring everyone back together now. And Patrick Smith, the pole sitter, had an issue, and he just got completely ran to the back to by Brandon Krasl in the 95. Lucky break for Cole Baker and others that were in the very rear of the field there. Michael Walton, holy cow, as he fell back to 33rd on the track. And thankfully, two chasers had issues there, which was Friesen and now Krasta, but wow, what has happened? A car 21 this race. Well, this changes a lot, and I doubt they're going to come down pit road now, but well, that's the last thing Cole Deaver needed to see. And just checking with the field, everyone is fine, which is a good sign right there. So we'll look at what happened to Madison Tall in a second. Cole Deaver out in front. Let's go take a look at what did not bring out the caution and see the incident there. And then what happened to bring ourselves. Well, in case you're wondering about Madison Tall, what happened, there were a bunch of drivers that were coming down pit road in a pack. And then behind them, that's Carter Friesen right there in 85, Jay Cook and others. Let's see, they're going 119, they're going 150. Oh, that's way too hot right there. Friesen just couldn't get the brakes in time. Just trying to blow up in time and not enough. And oh, Friesen jacked the 80 right there. Now, that's what happened to them two. As far as Sean Ard is concerned, I have no idea. Jay Cook also dodged a bullet. Same for Michael Walton. What happened to the one car? Let's see if we can find Sean Ard in the one. All right, he's already down pit road. Let's see where he blows up. Oh, right, he just left pit road, and he blew the motor. Tough break for the Texas native. He was actually coming back out on the course. Oh, and it just randomly blew up. Tough break for Sean Ard right there, the Texas native. Now let's take a look at ourselves, our first caution. Well, we're just going to see at first what happened to Smith that caused the problem. Now, he was battling with Garcia. And man, it just looked like something broke on that car. It just flat out lost control. They see he just like, he's trying to get down to the apron. He's trying to wait for a clearance because the pack's coming in. He's starting to get to that low point, but he got way too tight. Trying to avoid Jones. Jones just smacked him in. Wow, Craster's got him in. Wow, how did Marty Johnson avoid that one? Holy cow. Tough break right there for Patrick Smith and Brandon Krasta, just not ready for that moment altogether. Both drivers going to be out of the race. Caution's out for the first time tonight here at Texas. Let's take you back to the green. When we go back to green flag racing, it will be 10 laps to go. Cole Deaver, the good news for him, he's got a pick in the hands of Garrett Sidner. However, he's not off the pace. So that's an interesting sign. We mentioned all the drivers out of the race. Tough break for Ard, though. That was a hometown hero. He did not want to blow up, so we'll see what happens over the rest of the pack here. Cole Deaver out in front. Andrew Miller, top chaser, second. Third, Benny Watson. Fourth, Rob Evans. Fifth, Daniel Olson. Sixth, Joshua Sicoli. Seventh, Nicholas Guerra. Eighth, Matthew Eves. Ninth, Ryan Acosta in the top 10. Skylar Dixon. Let's find the rest of our chasers. Garcia in 12th. Baskinger 13th. Kukulon 14th. Ellison in 18th. Vince Freeze, benefiting on pit stops, is 23rd. Redeemable factor for him. Ryan Griffin 27th. Aaron Douglas 32nd. 33rd, Michael Walton. And that is it. Pace car coming on down pit road. Cole Deaver going to lead the field down. Remember, he's got that pick of Garrett Sidner. I don't know what's going to happen between those two drivers, but should be good to see what happens. Green flag, we're back underway here at Texas. And Sidner's not wasting any time. He wants to get his lap back the hard way, and that's going to probably bring Benny Watson to the point. Here comes the Hooters Corvette for the lead. Daniel Olson now for the top chase spot. Dixon now already has passed Adam Garcia. Now he's going to work on Joshua Sicoli. That's for a chase point right there as well. Kukala, and here comes the 42. He's had one of the strongest cars all night. And here comes the Bass Pro Shops Mercedes. New leader, though, is Benny Watson in the 74. And I guarantee if he wins, hell will freeze over. The man has been struggling throughout his entire career. He's not coming back next season altogether. And here he is out in front. Guerra now looking for second as the hometown hero. We'll get it. Now Acosta, Austin Yoakum, Skylar Dixon, and Sebastian Kukulon all working. Look at the NS Racing cars also in that inside line. That's Hoff and Stapleton. Wow, they almost tried to attempt 4 wide right there. Ellison now working on Sicoli and Olsen, but Sicoli's going to shut the door on the 39, but they're at least going to try to work they can to get around the 5. Oh, Olsen checked up there, and Evans almost just got into him. And Deaver's been free-falling right there. Nice run by Ellison to dodge a battle from Vince Almriego. Hoffey seen trying to go that inside line, could do it, but we were getting closer to 5 to go, and Watson now trying to lap down Garrett Sidner, but that's going to allow Nicholas Garrett Ryan Acosta to reel him in. Benny, you got some competition. Acosta had to check up right there for whatever reason. It's down right now to Watson and Guerra. Here comes Guerra for the lead, trying to break a huge winless streak. Remember, he hasn't raced since season 2, and he's only had 1 win. Here comes Dixon. Right now, that's the top chaser. Kukulon under fire from Sicoli. That's a battle for 8th. Andrew Miller kind of just been on the downside right now. Baskinger trying to take advantage. And now, Steve Pollard, I should say, has passed Kukulon. Now, Vince Almriego working on the 42. That may bring the door open for Jake Baskinger and Andrew Miller as, wow, Rob Evans about rubbed doors with him there. And where has the 90 been? That car's been flying since the restart. Holy cow, the Motul Toyota's on a rampage, and he's now working on Kukulon. Give credit to Kukulon and Vince Freeze. Both of those drivers have been amazing tonight with the circumstances playing around. Watson trying to hold on and capture his first career NRSL win. Between him and Garrett is a pick of Garrett Sidner in the 44. Yoakum now in the 3rd. 2 to go for Benny Watson in the 74 Hooters Corvette. Can he hold on and get the win? Remember, it's been good for drivers that have been the bottom of the standings in the past that can manage to win at a racetrack like this. And Benny Watson is doing it. He's just trying to hang on for dear life. You can see if Vince Freeze is now starting to free fall a little bit right there. We're going to stick with this lead here. A battle for the win. Guerra may try once again. White flag at the line for Watson. Here comes Guerra coming for the lead. Guerra makes a move. He's going to clear the 74. Or not. Still battling side by side. But now clears them. That's going to seal the fate. Watson will have to wait. Skylar Dixon will get the top chase spot, but it's going to be Nicholas Guerra winning at his home track at Texas. He wins it. Nicholas Guerra is going to win the Texas Heat 400 here at Texas. An unbelievable job for car 27, the Castrol GTX Supra. And now both drivers for the team have won this season in the Xfinity Series. Congratulations to Nicholas Guerra on a job well done. 3 wins for Johanna Atwood Motorsports. And Benny Watson at least will get a top 5, but he'll have to wait on a win. Tell you what, that's great to see that right there all together. Yoakum will come away second, his best run altogether. Third for Dixon. What a big, big momentum that was for car 77. Especially the fact that Garcia kind of choked it away on that restart, who ended up finishing 37th on the course. Oh my goodness, what happened in the 6th? So, no doubt about it, Dixon is definitely going to be the points leader after this one. Jonathan Hoff will get 4th, Benny Watson 5th, Nathan Stapleton 6th. Good run for the 9-7 team. He needed that badly there. 7th is Joshua Sicoli. 8th is Ryan Acosta. 9th, Steve Pollard. Completed the top 10. Vince Albriego didn't even really talk about him at all. Very quiet run there in that 10th position. Steve Pollard sneaking in with the top 10 too. There's the rest of your results here. Sebastian Kukeland will get 11th place. That's a great needed run for the 42 team. However, like I mentioned before, if you notice, like I mentioned, Dixon will be the new points leader. However, he's going to get a lot of ground that he gained from being the bottom of the barrel and is trying to work his way back up there. Vince Freeze, what a good comeback for him. He got around Aaron Douglas in the nick of time there, but just fell short to Jake Baskinger. Andrew Miller, look at all from 11th on down to 15th. All chasers right within that mix. Good job right there for all those drivers. Michael Walton will come away 19th. He did a little bit of a comeback journey as well. So he definitely redeemed himself as well after his bad pit stop there. Daniel Olson came away 20th. Ryan Griffin 24th. A decent run for the team, but not a lot in the chase points. And then the rest of the field on down, you can see James Allison came away 32nd. That car just free fell badly there at the worst possible time. Adam Garcia was the last chaser to finish on the lead lap in 37th. And then Brandon Crassus and Carter Friesen ended up finishing with only 1 and 2 points of their respective. Crassus with 2, Friesen with 1. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to give a like, comment, thoughts, subscribe, part of the NRSL, hit the subscribe button down below. You've been watching production of the NRSL where racing is living. Congrats to Nicholas Guerra on scoring his win here at Texas at his home track. We will see you guys later for the Cup race for the FARCA 350. Until then, goodbye, everybody from Texas. Here come the points.